What's up, guys? It's been a while. Yeah, just give you guys a quick update on me. I've been being pretty lazy, honestly. The beginning of the COVID-19 lockdown, I'll just kind of take you guys there. It's been 8 weeks since I've done a Turner Talk, right? So I missed 4 Turner Talks, so it's pretty lazy. Just been basically watching Netflix and kind of chilling out. So like I was saying, the beginning of the COVID-19 thing, I'm a teacher, right? So they were talking about, well, we might just extend spring break for a week. So I was like, okay, we'll have an extra week of spring break or whatever. I'll just chill out. And then it obviously got crazy. And so I honestly kind of got into like a little bit of a funk. Like, I'm not a person that's depressed or anything, but like I feel like I was, because you gotta think about it too. I'm kind of an extroverted person. I like to be around people, but I can also be introverted too. Like, I can chill on my own, but like, so basically, like, I haven't gone in the past probably 7 or 8 years. I probably haven't gone more than like 5 or 6 weeks without training somebody, without, I feel like, helping somebody get closer to their goals. Like, that's what fires me up. That helps me feel better about myself. So, yeah, I had my clients and stuff hitting me up. So I was just like, screw it, man. We'll get after it. So last week, no, 2 Sundays ago, I finally started training people, and I've kicked up. I think I have like 8 or 9 clients going now, so it's going pretty good. And chain reaction from that is I started working out myself. Like, I started increasing my mileage running. Actually got a little calf strain injury last week. Got a sports massage though the other day, and that kind of helped with it. And I've been foam rolling it out. Shout out to Jahaven, sports massage. I think it's called the Toledo Experience. I think I might have butchered that. It's kind of hard to say, but no, he's good. So holler at me. He'll get you taken care of. Get your kinks all loosened up there. So got that done, and calf's feeling better. But I've also been in the gym, getting after it in the gym. So starting to feel good. Anyway, so this Turner Talk, now that you guys are updated, is going to be about breaking bad habits. Okay, so perfect one for this time, right? Like, okay, yeah, we aren't even going to talk about that. You see, I'm being really open right now. I can't believe I just showed you guys that, but it's been a couple weeks since I've been to the barber as well, so got to get that taken care of. Beard, needs some work as well, but we're figuring it out. But okay, so breaking bad habits. So there's going to be 5 different points that I want to address on this. Number 1 is going to be recognizing, okay, / admitting that you're making a mistake, that you have a bad habit. The second step is to forgive yourself. Okay, you have to forgive yourself. That's something I'm pretty good at. I've gotten good at over the years, but a lot of people aren't very good at that. They don't forgive themselves. They dwell on mistakes for too long, and then that just causes other problems, exacerbates those issues. So you have to be able to forgive yourself. The next step is to decide why. You got to have a why. Why do you want to change? It's not enough to just want to change. You have to have a reason for that, an underlying reason that's going to keep you going whenever your motivation is waning, whenever you can't really remember exactly, what you're doing here. You go back to your why, and that'll keep you going, keep you pushing. And the 4th step is going to be to create an action plan. Create an action plan with actual steps. Like, I'm going to take these 3 steps every day to create a better habit. It's not just about breaking a bad habit, it's about creating a better habit realistically. And that's what you should really focus on, is creating a better habit. Okay, and the 5th and final step is to do it. You've thought about your reasonings, you've identified what you wanted to change and why, and you've created an action plan, and now it's time to put that plan into place. And understand too, and there's 5 steps or whatever, but this can kind of be like a 5.5 or a 6 that you can remember in the back of your mind, is you might backslide. Some people can just break bad habits cold turkey and just stop. Others, they're gonna backslide a little bit, but you have to understand and be able to go back to step 2, which is to forgive yourself. Okay, so let's go into these real quick. So step 1, recognize and admit that you've made a mistake. Okay, recognize and admit that you made a mistake. So when you're looking at an issue, you have to be able to say, okay, this is a habit that isn't helping me to be better. Like, I'm gonna be honest right now, I have a bad habit of being late about things. So I know, right? Perpetuating a stereotype too, like color people time, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know. So I've realized that that's not a good thing for me. That's not helping me to be more successful. That's not helping me to accomplish tasks or get things done. So I need to be better about that. Okay. So I've recognized that I have a problem there, is punctuality. Okay. Step 2 is I got to forgive myself for it. I understand that that's a mistake. That's not a good thing to do. But that's also not you. That doesn't define you as a person. That's just a habit that you have that you need to correct, because that habit does start to become part of your character, okay? The longer you let it go on. So we got to correct that thing. So I've forgiven myself for being late. Now how am I going to correct it, okay? Next step is to decide my why. Why do I want to stop being late? Why do I want to correct this habit? I want to stop being late because obviously when I'm late, like, things start before I get there. A, I'm not prepared. B, if it's a meeting or whatever, I'm obviously wasting other people's time and it looks really bad and unprofessional. So there's multiple whys there. And I think bottom line is that it's inefficient. You know, I always talk about efficiency of time, efficiency, and that's why I'm late a lot, because I'm trying to be more efficient with my time. So I'm like, okay, in my mind, before I started correcting my thinking, I thought, okay, if I get there 15 minutes early, that's 15 minutes I could have been doing other stuff. You know, I should have been doing stuff all the way up to that 15 minutes. Then boom, got there, 1 or 2 minutes early and walked in right on time. That was my thinking. But realistically, there's always going to be like some extra traffic, or you can't really find your keys, or something's going to happen that's going to hold you up for a couple extra minutes anyway. So I would try to get there like right on time and end up being like 5 minutes late every time. So now I had to create, so that's my why, right? My why is because I want to be more efficient, because I understand that time is the most finite, precious resource that any of us ever have. You can't get time back. That's the only thing you can't get back. So you have to make sure that you're being really efficient with your time, okay? So next step is create an action plan. Create an action plan that's going to help me to not be late. So I think this is a pretty simple one that a lot of people employ, that seems to work for them, and I'm going to give it a shot. It's to be 15 minutes early. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. It's an old saying, old adage that lots of people say. It's been around for a long time. 15 minutes early. I think that's military time too. You need to be 15 minutes early, okay? If I shoot for being 15 minutes early, then when I'm 5 to 7 minutes late, then I'll actually be 7 minutes early, 7 to 10 minutes early. So my action plan and the action steps I'm going to take is I'm going to start getting ready 15 minutes earlier than I normally would. So like, say I had to be somewhere at 10 a.m. and I was going to get up at 9. Instead of getting up at 9, I get up at 8:45, okay? And that's not realistic either. I mean, you gotta, condition the beard, put some oil in, pick it out, stuff like that. So realistically, if I'm trying to get somewhere at 10, I probably need to be up at 8, right? So I can be ready to go, get some coffee, be good to go. So, action plan created. And it can be more steps than that. It can be more detailed than that or not. It just depends on you as a person too. Like, you got to think about this as well. This is a cookie cutter kind of correction, cookie cutter kind of advice. But you got to tailor it to yourself specifically. And that's everything that you get from me or anybody else. Like, it's not going to work specifically for you the way it does for them, because everybody's an individual. Everybody's different. So make sure you take it and absorb it, and then decide, what am I going to add? What am I going to take away? That reminds me of that Bruce Lee quote. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is uniquely your own. Okay? Bruce Lee quote. That's like one of my favorite quotes from him. The things that you think are useful, absorb them. Use those. Take those. The things that you think are useless, discard those. You don't need those. Give it a shot. But if you come to the conclusion after doing your experimentation and actually giving it a shot that it's useless, discard that, okay? And then add what is uniquely your own. Everybody has their own twist to add to things, so make sure you do that. And the last action step is to do it, okay? Just do it, man. Make the decision to finally get it done. And you may backslide, you may not. If you do backslide, forgive yourself and get back on that horse and keep trying, because you obviously thought of the why, and the why was important enough for you to begin this journey. And it's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be a difficult journey, but it's going to make you a lot better person, going to make you, in my case, more efficient, you know, get things done more efficiently, which is good for everybody. And it's just a habit that you decided was not useful for you, so you wanted to break it. And this is a 5-step process on how to do that you need to tailor to yourself specifically. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Sorry I don't post these all the time. I'm getting better. So I posted 7 Turner Talks 2 years ago, took a little hiatus, then posted about 5 back to back, then took a 2-month hiatus. Now I'm back into it. So 2-year hiatus versus 2-month hiatus. I'm getting better. That's improvement, and you got to see improvement with yourself. Remember, Turner Talk number 13, Breaking Bad Habits. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video so that your friends see it, because I'm going to start posting some more of these. Also, I know I said this last time, but we really got it working now. Got the merch going. I'm going to work on a hoodie design. So it's going to be legit, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and thanks for listening to my little COVID-19 update. And I'm being honest with you guys. Like I said, I went through a little bit of a funk, was able to work myself out of it by going back to things that I enjoy, training other people, you know, working out myself. So these are things that you guys can use. So make sure you do that, because that's the only reason that I do these talks, because I honestly don't like them. Like, I like talking, but I don't like setting up the tripod, setting up the lights, editing the video. Like, none of that is fun for me, but it is fun to disseminate these messages, and hopefully you guys get something out of them too. So Turner Talk number 13, Breaking Bad Habits. Thanks.